Hey guys, my topic is the Truman Commission Report of 1947. In July 1946, as World War II was ending and the United States prepared to become a leader in world affairs, President Harry Truman assembled a group of 30 educational and civic leaders to serve on a presidential commission on higher education. The body was a historic and unprecedented call for the examination of the purpose of higher education. It focused attention on education as a means to strengthen the nation, the economy, and our position as a world leader. The report was produced in 6 volumes, and its recommendations focused on 3 key areas: improving college access and equity, expanding the role of community colleges, and restructuring and expanding federal funding on higher education. Although it did not happen within the envisioned timeframe of the Commission, a majority of the recommendations have come to fruition. As the only U.S. president in the 20th century without a college degree, but with a firm understanding of the value of education, Truman is quoted as saying, "Without a strong educational system, democracy is crippled. Knowledge is not only the key to power, it is the citadel of human freedom." The report shed 10 sweeping recommendations, all under the 3 main key areas previously noted. Number 1 was to abandon the European models of higher education, developing instead a U.S. model reflective of the needs of democracy here. The second was to double college attendance by 1960, and we know that happened through the GI Bill and numerous other policies. Number 3 was to integrate vocational and liberal education in a way to put those two together to provide and produce students and high skilled workers. Number 4 was to provide free college attendance through the first 2 years, and we know that President Obama has um, insisted in something similar to that notion. Number 5 was to eliminate gender, racial, and religious discrimination, and we know that happened through the Brown versus Board of Education and increasing the access for women and also minorities in higher education. Number 6 was to revise the goals of graduate and professional school education, making it more effective in training um, the research specialists and technicians, making them more well-rounded. Number 7 was to expand federal support for higher education to offer scholarship, fellowship, and general aid, and also to establish a system of community colleges, which were previously known as junior colleges. Um, then this report established what we know as the community colleges. Number 9 was to expand adult education programs. And finally, the last one was to increase federal aid to improve the quality of schools. So a number of these take into account the increase of college attendance and enrollment. If we don't have adequate institutions to hold and to teach, the large increase of attendees, then we have an issue. We also have to take into account the various different people that we're going to be serving, and also considering the array of socioeconomic backgrounds where these students come from, therefore providing scholarships and federal financial aid. And one quote that is very common in the research that I found was that the commission said that it is the responsibility of the community at the local, the state, and national levels to guarantee that financial barriers do not prevent any able and otherwise qualified young person from receiving the opportunity for higher education. So, again, in summary, it was simply just making higher education democratic. Everyone needed to have a shot at educating themselves, and money should not be an issue. Everyone should have an education, and this commission basically shed more light into that.